Folks, join me in welcoming our next guest tonight as we continue on the Baylor Coaches Show. Coach Glenn Moore, Baylor softball. Coach, welcome to you.
Always good to be here, and it's good to see the tennis guys hanging around for me. I was afraid everybody's going to leave whenever I got up here, so thank you, guys.
Y'all kind of share the same area there of the
we do, yeah. See those guys every day.
Yeah,
so
very nice.
I've offered to work with them a little bit, but nobody's taking me up on it.
It's a different swing, isn't it? I mean, swinging a softball bat compared to a tennis racket.
I wish I knew enough about tennis to tell you it's different, but I would think it's a little bit different.
Yeah,
we don't put as much spin on it. So.
Totally different, I would think.
We probably need a tennis racket or two in our batting.
Try that at one point. Yeah. Do I have this right? Is this your 25th year here at Baylor?
Going into my 25th year.
25 coming up. Man, that's fantastic. Congratulations. Over 1,000 wins total in your career. All that good stuff.
Well, John, I'm blessed to be here. This is the greatest place in the country to coach and to work and around good people like yourself. What year is it for you?
Thank you.
We were not going to talk about that. But I'm blessed to be here, and the support I've gotten from being here. I just where I wanted to raise my family, God brought us here, and we love Central Texas and Baylor University.
It is great. Very good.
It really is.
All right. We got some questions for you from the audience also. If you folks have any others, we'll collect those from you and get them in front of Coach Moore. What is going on right now? What are you doing at this time in the fall?
Yeah, we're finishing our third week of individual training and 6 a.m. workouts in the weight room. So the girls have been getting up early in the morning working out. Did a little conditioning this morning and mostly just individual work. But we do start this weekend with our 20-hour week where we're full speed ahead, full team practices, and we'll do that for about a little over 4 weeks and play some outside competition during that time and get a good look at where we are and a good idea of what we need to do moving into our off season. Yeah,
I was looking through your roster today, and gosh, you got a lot of key players back this year, but there's a lot of newcomers also.
Yeah, this is the largest team we've ever had. Last year was the largest team we ever had at 24, and we bumped up to 26. We had so many injuries we felt we needed to enlarge our bullpen a little bit and get some more arms, and brought in a few kids, transfers, and then we signed a few. And I think we have 10 new kids. We have 12 seniors on this team.
Wow.
And we've never had more than 7. So that's a big difference. But in the day of the transfer kid, I think it's going to be a little more common that we have a larger senior class than we typically have over the years. You would want to have traditionally, with the old method, you would want to sign 4 to 5 a year and then lose 4 or 5, have 4 or 5 come in, and then you keep a good rotation and through attrition. But now is a different age. You go, find whoever's available, and sometimes that's upperclassmen. So got a lot of talent with this team, a lot of exciting players that we've been able to see perform on a high level at other schools that entered the portal for whatever reason, and very happy with the way our recruiting came over the summer. Very proud of my staff. Coach Hood is Jonigan is our recruiting coordinator, and he sends us coast to coast and knows all the travel ball coaches and puts us on the right kids. So we do that recruiting as well as recruiting the portal. It's made our summers very busy, but it's very productive this summer.
Very good. Has the change in roster limits? It sounds like you said this is your biggest roster ever. So do you like that, having more options roster-wise?
Well, we haven't had a change officially yet in our roster, but the cap will come in the near future of 25. So we've never had a cap before. For female sports, they've wanted us to add more to meet the Title IX equivalency. So this will be something new, and it'll be 25. So we'll have to make a cut back. Not sure whether that's going to be grandfathered in. Hopefully we can do it regardless, but if it's not, then we're going to have to be under 25 probably next year.
Yeah, okay,
I think
very
it's
good.
Next year.
All right, thanks for that. And do you play any games, any scrimmages in the fall?
We do. Actually, a week from tomorrow, we'll play our very first fall scrimmage with MCC. Coach Berry finishing second in the nation, had an unbelievable year, and is producing some of the top junior college talent in the country. So that gives us an opportunity to play against what I believe is the best junior college program in the country, and also see that talent in case we want to recruit some of those kids. And we're actually looking at several of them.
Nice. Very good. That's great. Is that open to the public like it usually is?
Yep. Free admission.
Yeah,
free admission.
Come on to Getterman
Bring
Stadium.
your own concessions. No concessions, but it's free admission. This will be a 10-inning game as well, so you'll see a lot of softball.
Oh, nice. Any new additions, upgrades, changes, anything at Getterman Stadium going into this year?
Well, there's right now, and this is important for all you people that are looking for somewhere to contribute money. We're starting a fundraiser to renovate our locker room, so you have the opportunity to donate to a very needy cause to give our girls better facilities to dress in. So we're looking at upgrading that before the season. So we've got $80,000 to raise. If anybody wants to write that check tonight, they can.
Right now.
Right now, you can. But we're looking at $3,000 locker sponsors, and then we'll take any donation somebody's willing to give. So we're looking at doing that. That's probably our biggest project right now we have in front of us.
Gotcha. Is that you'll be surprised to know I've never been in your locker room. Is that expanding the locker room to have more space, or just sort of renovating, updating?
It's renovating. We've not, other than change the color of the lockers and put new carpet, we've not had a renovation since we moved into this facility a little over 20 years ago.
Oh, man, okay.
So it's time. It's due. The girls are deserving of that, so it's time to put a new facelift on our locker room facilities.
Nice. We should have a softball telethon right now. We want to get $80,000.
You think we can do it? We got 20 minutes.
Yeah, we got 23 minutes, actually. And maybe we get $80,000 for that upgrade. Right, that guy right there.
He's raising his hand. Let's do an auction right here.
He's got $80,000 written all over him. Let me ask you this. We've got the Baylor Athletics Hall of Fame induction banquet that is coming up on November 1st. And very deservedly representing Baylor softball, Whitney Canyon Rickenstein will go into the Hall of Fame. I think that's terrific.
I can't believe she's been gone long enough. Yes. Long enough to get into the Hall of Fame, but we knew that was coming as soon as the time hit the time limit. Whitney, as everybody knows, famous name here, an incredible ambassador for Baylor and everything she does, and of course her husband Luke as well. And now got a beautiful family. Spoke at our dinner on the Diamond, which is coming up on the 24th of October, by the way.
Okay.
$50 a plate. That's going to go to our locker room contribution. So make sure you get your tickets for that as well. But back to Whitney. I had to put that plug in there. But back to Whitney, we're so excited about her being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Whitney did unbelievable things for our program. We had been to the World Series without her, but she took us back to 2 World Series and finished 3rd in the World Series, I think, both of those years, tied for 3rd in the World Series. And, man, she left it all on the field. Yeah. It was fun to watch, fun to coach.
That is great. So congratulations to her. That is very, very deserving. And the banquet, again, comes up on November 1st at the Herd Welcome Center. And welcome back on the Baylor Coaches Show, presented by Central National Bank, live from Rudy's this evening. Continuing with Coach Glenn Moore talking Baylor softball. Questions are pouring in from the audience. We'll save this for the next segment to make sure everybody has a chance to get their questions in front of you. I would be remiss talking about Whitney going into the Baylor Athletics Hall of Fame to not mention that your family will be represented in the Northwestern State Hall of Fame this year. I'm sorry, it's not you, it's Janice, but congratulations on that, and what a huge honor for your wife, Janice. Where is she? The Hall of Famer.
She made it in.
Yay.
I didn't know she was out there.
Hey, congratulations to you. How great is that?
That's great. I mean, just so proud of her, and she was one of the best, and she held the record for a lot of years there, and I'm just really proud of what she's done there. And now Ty's over there playing, so she gets inducted into the Hall of Fame on a homecoming weekend where her son's playing football. So that's exciting.
That is great. Track and field, high jump, right? High jump for Janice. Congratulations to you. What's the date on that induction? Do you know? October. Okay, very good. Congratulations to you on that. That is terrific. All right, what do you? How far along is your schedule? I don't think we've released it yet, right, for the spring?
No. Have we released the fall? Tomorrow Oh,
tomorrow. Okay, don't get in any trouble
fall.
here.
But we haven't released the spring. We're still schedules after COVID just got crazy, So
Right.
we used to have them ready by now, and actually we had them ready, and then teams drop out of your tournament. But good schedule. The fall we'll play mostly junior colleges. We do play North Texas to cap it all off, and then we have a Green and Gold World Series that we'll inter-squad at the very end, right before our dinner on the Diamond.
Yeah, okay, very good. With the 4 new schools coming into the Big 12 this year, all 4 of them, Colorado doesn't have softball, right?
Right.
But 3 new schools coming in, some traditional powers there.
Yeah.
I mean, when you talk about Arizona and Arizona State, and then more recently Utah has been a great softball school.
Yes, probably Utah has been the strongest of the 3, and we're in the World Series year before last. Arizona's won 9 national championships, and Arizona State has won a couple. So, yeah, we're losing a couple of big softball powers, but we're gaining some really good softball as well. So our conference is going to be well-respected, high RPI. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think more parity. You're going to have, more teams that are capable of winning the conference, because it's been Oklahoma for the last decade, it seems like, and everybody else playing for second, unfortunately. But it's going to be a lot of parity this year, and it's going to be exciting.
Good. How has the schedule laid out? Like, you don't have enough weekends to play everybody, do you?
Yeah, we have a rotation, because if you play everybody, you have no weekends to host your own tournaments or play much non-conference. So we have a rotation where we will not play 2 teams each year.
Okay.
And they're usually the ones on the perimeter for us. So this next year we will not play Arizona State. We'll not play Arizona. And who else am I missing? Katie, help me out back there.
Sorry to put you on the spot.
Anyway, we got some. I can't remember the other one. We're not playing right now, but Arizona for sure. And but anyway, we'll have a rotation each year. We'll play Arizona the following year.
Very good.
But we're going to always play Houston. We're going to always play Texas Tech and Oklahoma State, I believe, are the automatics.
And back on the Baylor Coaches Show, presented by Central National Bank. We are live at Rudy's on the Circle in Waco. Thanks to Daniel and the entire staff here at Rudy's. We appreciate their hospitality. And we continue with Coach Glenn Moore, Baylor's softball coach. And, Coach, we've got some questions from the audience for you.
Makes me nervous, but go ahead.
These are really good questions, so I think you'll agree and you'll appreciate these. First is from Debbie Dewey, and Debbie asked, what is the toughest thing to teach in the softball game?
Well, Debbie's the president of our booster club, so thank you for throwing me a softball here. I appreciate it, lobbing me one up there.
But
I think probably on both sides, teaching the changeup for the pitcher and teaching the hitter how to hit the changeup would be the 2 that would certainly rank up there. But every kid comes from a different background and probably has their own challenges. Those would be the 2 that I would think. Hitting the changeup in our sport is when you have pitchers throwing 70 miles an hour now and then a 52-mile-an-hour changeup, it's hard to hit. Throwing the changeup, if you have a pitcher that has one, can keep hitters off balance, and they can go from an average or a very good pitcher to an elite-level pitcher just by having that pitch.
Very good. Great question. Thank you very much. Steve Campbell, right over here. Steve asked, what is your opinion of the video review that the umpires use?
Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. I had no idea what you were going to say. So I'm a fan of the video review. The system needs some improvements, and I've got my opinion on several aspects of it. Number one, I think when you win a challenge, you should get that back.
Absolutely.
Okay? I think, thank you. You should get that back, and I think that's coming. At least get one of them back. I think we, need to continue the video clarity or the quality of the video. Everybody has had a different or could have different, I don't know what you call it, distributors, companies, or we're all going to the same one in the Big 12 next year, so I think that'll level the playing field a little bit more. So I'm a big fan of the review. I think it's keeping me in more ball games. Steve was an umpire, and my favorite, by the way, and a very good one. And he saw me when I was a little more uptight, and maybe I argued a little bit more. This keeps me in the game a little bit longer. So for that very reason, I like it more.
Good. So you're saying your favorite umpire is a retired umpire?
Yes.
Is that what I heard you say?
Yes.
Steve, perfect question.
In this case, it is.
Yes, very good. Thanks very much. All right, Roy right here. Roy Evans asked, with freshmen and transfers coming in, how would you rate your pitching staff versus last year?
Okay. So good question, Roy. I appreciate that. And I'm very excited about our pitching staff. As I said earlier, we have increased the size of it because of the need to do that and injuries, and quite frankly, these pitchers come to us, many already worn out and thrown too many pitches, certainly in the travel ball when they throw a lot of games in the same day leading up to their first day of school. So we need more arms. We need to manage them differently now than we did 10, 15 years ago. So to answer your question, I think the talent in our bullpen, if healthy, it will put us in, a top 16 range bullpen in the country. We have velocity with Dari Orm. She's still recovering and on her way back, but she'll actually pitch. If you want to get a glimpse of her, she'll pitch a little bit on Saturday when we have a little 1 hour, 15-minute inter squad. She's going to throw probably about 20 or 30 pitches. And we have a lefty, Lily Walker, coming in from Duke, who is more of the Dave Dravecki, the hitcher spot pitcher, but good ball movement, heavy drop ball from the left side. We hadn't had a lefty in quite a few years. Lexi Warnke is one that redshirted last year. Obviously, Aaliyah Benford. We have one from Colorado, Sadie Ross. We've got a good group and a good mixture. So I think it should be a top 16 if healthy. That's always the big if with our pitchers. If healthy, I think it should be a top 16 pitching staff in the country.
Good. What's the number you'd like to have? Don't you have 7?
Pitchers?
Yeah, number of pitchers.
We have 7. I don't know that we've ever had this many pitchers before. I would say we're getting to the point where we need 5 minimum.
Yeah.
Right now.
Can I tell you that a wise coach once told me you can never have too much pitching. Right? Yeah. And that's kind of played out, hasn't it? We've seen that.
It's so true. And in our sport, you can have great pitching with an average team and you'll win. You can have average pitching with a great team around them and you're going to struggle.
Yeah.
So it's just it's probably a little bit unfair that our sport depends on pitching to that degree. But we've got a great pitching coach, and I think the best in the country, and Coach Newman, and she's been here at Baylor, you said 25th year for me, so 22nd, 21st for her. And she knows how to get them ready, and she's always got one competing. So that's almost a constant with us every year. We're going to have pitching, and she's the reason why.
All right, final question. We've only got about a minute left, but I want to get this one in from Carl, and I'm not sure if Carl is still here. But he says, how many softball players have been baptized while you have been coach at Baylor?
I don't know. It's a good opportunity to shout out to our team chaplain back there, Danny Price.
Danny, all right.
Danny, as all our coaches do and our staff, pours into these young ladies and lead them spiritually. And at our university, we've got the opportunity and the blessing to do what's the most important and lead them to Christ and at least give that opportunity. So we did have Savannah Pogue that was baptized in our backyard in our pool about 2 weeks ago as a freshman. We're excited about that.
Wonderful.
I think over the last couple of years, we've had about 8 or 10.
That's wonderful. Terrific. Keep doing what you're doing.
Well, I appreciate it. It's a ministry, and Baylor is too. So we're blessed to have that platform.
Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Great
John.
to see you.
Appreciate it.
Coach Glenn Moore, Baylor softball, heading into his 25th year as head coach here at Baylor.